Hi guys, I'm making this quick video on a whim because yeah, we need to talk about the Mark lookalike contest fiasco. Events like this are exactly the reason why we can never have nice things.
The rock you came, it was an alibi. You and I, we have the same disguise. For second cap, you got a suit.
So, if you've been active on social media over the past few weeks, you're probably aware that fan-organized celebrity lookalike contests have been all the rage recently. There's been contests happening in various cities for a bunch of different celebrities, most notably for Timothée Chalamet, Jeremy Allen White, Glenn Powell, and BTS's Jungkook. The Timothée Chalamet one was the first, I believe, and I think that's the one that really made the trend go viral because he actually showed up to his. So in the midst of all that, a Mark Lee one was planned. It was scheduled for December 13th, 2024 in New York City at Washington Park, which was the same day as the Jingle Ball concert that NCT Dream was performing at, so Mark was in town. Now, I don't think the organizers in any way expected Mark to show up. I think they picked that date because they obviously knew that tons of N citizens would be in town for the concert and it would lead to a good turnout. Well, as you've probably seen from all the footage going viral on social media, what was supposed to be a fun fan event quickly turned into one of the most insane cases of idol mobbing I've ever seen. From first-hand accounts from people who were actually there, it seems like everything was going fine at first and fans were having a fun time. Mark's appearance wasn't announced because no one knew he would show up, but he did end up coming at some point with some security personnel and staff. A few people caught sight of him and things just went completely downhill from there. The footage is absolutely crazy because all you see is Mark in the middle of this absolute sea of people crowding around and chasing him. People were allegedly pushed, trampled, shoved, and what was supposed to be a fun fan experience soon turned into pure chaos. You can tell that Mark and his staff were in shock and quite overwhelmed. I feel so bad for Mark because I know that when he heard that this was going on, he must have had a good laugh and was excited to see the contestants. There's this clip circulating of him literally saying, "I want to see the guys," and it just sucks that he in fact never got to see the guys because people decided to aggressively crowd around him and he ended up having to leave as fast as he came. I think Mark summed things up perfectly in this video that was posted to the NCT social accounts later that day.
What's up, New York? Mark Lee at the Mark Lee lookalike contest. Thank you for everyone that showed up. You guys are crazy. See you at the show.
Yup, some of you guys are crazy, alright, and not in a good way. I feel like this incident is the perfect example of exactly what is wrong with K-pop fandom these days. There's been a significant shift post-2020 with how people behave around and towards idols. That's not to say that fans haven't always been intense, but I feel like back in the day, people who would behave like this would be in the minority. Invading idols' personal space and crowding around them would be looked down upon, and people who engaged in this behavior would be called out. Now it's gotten to the point where it seems like the majority of people behave like this, and frankly, it's just embarrassing. This incident with Mark at the lookalike contest was on a bigger scale, but we see footage similar to this on a daily basis when idols are doing mundane things like walking through the street or making their way through the airport. Stalking, crowding, and mobbing has unfortunately become a normal occurrence in K-pop fandom. I'm happy that there were no serious injuries that happened as a result of this incident, but it easily could have turned into a very dangerous situation for both Mark and fans if he wasn't able to get out of there as fast as he did. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't even know what the answer to this problem is. How can this be stopped? As fans, we can try to hold each other accountable, which I feel a lot of us do, but it never seems to be enough. Unfortunately, a lot of people who engage in stalking and mobbing continue to be supported because fans share their videos and photos, and this just entices them to do it more. We really need to just remember that at the end of the day, these idols are human. And just because they chose to be in this public-facing industry, it doesn't mean that they are not entitled to bodily safety like the rest of us are. So I'm just going to open up the comments on this one. I'm hoping we can have a constructive conversation as fans about what we can all do to help solve this problem and make things at least a little bit better for the idols we admire. I'm looking forward to your thoughts, and thanks so much for watching.